Mathletes. Welcome to this week's question of the week. And this question comes from Problem Solving Experiences in Mathematics Workbook. Nori is organizing a basketball league. She needs to know how many games will be played so that she can reserve the gym. If there are 8 teams and each team plays each of the other teams twice, how many games will be played? This is like a good problem. Okay, you can pause the video here, give it a go, and then when you're ready, just hit resume. Welcome back. So let's unpack this problem first. So how many teams are there? It looks like there's 8 of them. And how many times do the teams play each other? And it looks like they play each other twice. Okay, so my strategy for this was let's make an organized list. And I'm going to give each of the teams a way to remember them letters. So we'll call like team A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So each one of the letters stands for each one of the 8 teams. And I'm going to make a list. So team A could play team B. A could play C. A could play D. A to E. A, F. AG, and AH. Okay, so that's one of the combinations that we could have. Now let's start with B. Now we're not going to say B could play A because that's the same as A playing B. So we'll start with B playing C. Notice I'm not going to say BB because B can't play itself. So we have BC, BD, BE, BF, BG, and BH. Okay, with that same strategy starting with C, remember we're not going to do CA. We already have AC, which is the same as CA, and the same thing with BC or CB. So we'll start with CD, CE, CF, CG, and CH. And then continuing on with D, DE, DF, DG, DH, EF, EG, EH, FG, FH, and GH. So we have a total of 28. So they've got 28 games that they're going to play. But remember, it says that they're going to play each other twice. So we need to multiply the 28 by 2, which gives us a total of 56. So the number of games that will be played is 56. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to exercise your brain a bit more, let's try the extension. Here we go. 10 teams entered a tournament. When a team lost a game, it was eliminated. So now how many games were played? Again, you can pause the video, give it a go, and when you're ready, just hit resume. Okay, welcome back. Did you think this was easier or harder? The same? Well, let's see how I did it. I decided that there were 2 ways to solve it. First of all, I could count the number of losers. So every game produces exactly 1 loser, and every team except the champion gets eliminated exactly once. So with 10 teams, there are 9 losers, meaning 9 games were played. Method 2 makes a table and then counts the games. So here's my table. We'd have round 1, the teams playing, the games played, and the teams remaining. So we have round 1. There are 10 teams playing. So the number of games that are played are 5. So the teams that would be remaining are going to be 5 because 5 are going to be eliminated. So round 2, we have the teams playing, which is 5. The number of games played is just 2. And notice I have 3 remaining because we have an odd number. 1 team sits out. Then for round 3, we would have 2 teams playing, 1 game played, and the teams remaining is 2. Remember, we have the 1 left from over here. Now we have round 4. Again, 2 teams playing, 1 game played, and there's going to be 1 champion. So in order to figure out how many games were played, we're going to look at the column that's games played, and we're going to add 5, 2, 1, and 1. So a total of 9 games. So 2 different ways that you could solve it, or maybe you had another way too. But I hope that you enjoyed this problem. And if you did, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't yet so that you don't miss any questions of the week. There's a new one every week. And maybe you could leave a comment below by how hard you thought it was or the strategy that you used to solve it. And maybe you could share this with a friend if you know someone that would love this challenge. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.